Good morning, Facebook. Hello and greetings to everyone. I pray you are having a good morning today. I wanted to just come on and share a little bit about why I pledged a Christian sorority. Last year, as some of you know, I turned 50 years old. And there's something about turning 50 that really makes you start to reflect on your life. You know, what have you accomplished? What have you contributed to the world? And I wanted to, for me, it was important for me to go into my 50th year being healed. And so I sought the Lord and I said to God, God, I want to be healed of all the things that have hurt or hindered me in my life. If there are qualities that I possess that aren't pleasing to you, or if there are things about my personality that are abrasive or offensive, I would like for you to remove those things from me. And so I earnestly sought the Lord about what were things that were keeping me from being completely whole. And one of the things that he brought to my attention was I was holding on to sister wounds. And I said, God, sister wounds, you know, I have a great relationship with my mom. She's always been in my life. I have good women around me now. So what are you talking about, sister wounds? And as I was praying, the Lord literally took me all the way back to high school. And he showed me where the wounds entered in. And without recalling too much information, because we have to protect confidentiality, but there were a couple of circumstances where people that were supposed to be my friend abandoned me in my time of need. I was severely bullied in school, and in my senior year in particular, it was the best of times and it was the worst of times. There was a situation that occurred where I was constantly just being singled out, picked on, called names, anything you can think of, just to berate me and make me feel bad about myself. And the young woman at the time, who I felt like was my friend, kind of abandoned me in that time. And of course, looking back on it, it makes sense, right? Because nobody wants to be the target of the bully. And so if you're friends with the person who's being bullied, chances are, you know, next, you're going to be next. And so I understand it now as an adult. But of course, as a kid, you don't understand that. But the Lord showed me that I was still holding on to some abandonment issues. Another situation occurred where a friend of mine started dating someone that I was interested in, and it was actually someone that she had introduced me to. So that made it even worse. And little did I know that back in the recesses of my mind, I was still holding on to those occurrences. And so, you know, I said, God, I didn't even know I was holding on to this stuff. Heal me from it. Help me to release it and let it go, and help me to release the people and let them go, and move forward. I mean, we were all teenagers. What did we know about anything? But the Lord said, the only way that you're going to heal is you have to dive head first into sisterhood. I'm going to repeat that. He said, you have to dive head first into sisterhood. And I said, God, well, what does that look like? I don't even know what that looks like. And what came up in my spirit was sorority. Now, you know, I'm an old school, new school church mother. I'm very churchy. I'm not religious. There's a difference, but I'm very churchy. And so pledging a sorority was never something that was on my list to do. But I knew that if I was going to pledge, that it needed to be a Christian sorority. I just knew that was what was right for me. I'm not judging anyone else or judging your choices. I just knew that that's what I had to do for me. So I began to research. And one sorority in particular that I was interested in, I had reached out to them and sent them some information about myself and just told them I wanted some more information about them. And immediately they sent me back an email asking if I wanted to start a chapter in my area. And I was like, y'all don't know me. I don't know you. I definitely don't want to pursue trying to start a chapter without even knowing fully what you're about. And so I knew that was not the right move for me. And I continued to pray, and I continued to research, and I researched for a long time. And I came across Theta Phi Sigma Christian Sorority Incorporated. And really what it was that confirmed for me that that's where I was supposed to be was I was watching a video of our founder, Dr. Jessica Wilson. She was actually doing a video about fall rush. She was explaining a little bit about what rush season is, what Theta is about, and how to get involved. And what drew me in was, as she was sharing, she had some worship music playing in the background. And as the music was playing, she began to cry and she began to worship. And I said, this is it. But being as I am, I wanted confirmation after confirmation. And so in my prayer times, the Lord kept showing me eagles. And then I was getting prophetic words from outside about eagles from random people telling me that they see me in a season of being an eagle, in a season of promotion. And so for those of you who know anything about Theta, our symbol is an eagle. And so I was like, okay, God, you don't have to give me any more confirmations. I'm clear that this is where you want me to be. And so I did my research. I submitted my application. I went through the process. And in January of this year, I became a part of Theta Phi Sigma Christian Sorority. And so what I've learned through this process is that, first of all, if you want sisters, you have to be sisterly. The Bible says it this way: he that has friends must first show himself friendly. Secondly, I learned that you can be a part of something and pledge all allegiance to Jesus Christ and not compromise who you are or compromise your values. And so our sorority is about ministry. In fact, one of our slogans is ministry first, sorority second. There is a lot of community service that happens in Theta Phi Sigma. It's not just about jackets and colors, although that's fun and that's a part of it. But the bigger issue is ministering to the community. So what I call Theta is a perfect blend of ministry and sorority. So you get the sister part of it, you get your jacket, your colors, you get to throw up your signals, you know, but at the same time, it's all focused on ministry. And so I just wanted to share that because I'm sure people wonder, you know, why would you pledge a sorority? Why did you do this at this point in your life? But I just wanted to share that it is truly about ministry. We are very unique and different from other sororities. We don't do any hazing. If there's hazing going on, I don't know anything about it and it shouldn't be happening. But hazing is not a part of what we do. We don't have any secret societies. We don't even have a secret handshake. All of our stuff is public. It's very public. You can go to theta2009.org, theta2009.org, to our website, and you can learn more about what we're about. Our founder is a phenomenal woman of God. Not only is she an actress, not only is she a model, a pageant queen, a business mogul, a holistic counselor, she is a prophet of the Lord, and she speaks the word of the Lord as she is led to do. She's an anointed apostle, and God led her to establish this sorority for women just like myself who were looking for a space to be a sister, but also to grow. And so it's not just about, you know, me getting what I need, but it's also about me sharing who I am with my sisters. One of our values is that we are called to be our sister's keeper. And so, you know, if I see my sister in need, if I see my sister hungry, if I see my sister just needing prayer, if stuff is going on in her life My job is to come alongside her, not to gossip about her, not to make her feel bad, but to stand up with her, to stand beside her, to hold her up in prayer, to cry with her, to laugh with her, to rejoice with her when things are going well. And so I just wanted to get on and share this moment and be very transparent about my journey, and just share with you all that it has truly been a blessing in my life. It has truly transformed me in ways that I'm still experiencing. I'm still growing, even in my ministry, being a woman that's called to ministry, that's called to pulpit ministry, called to preach. Sometimes it can be a little daunting. It can be very scary, especially in a male-dominated society where, women are already kind of frowned on in so many different ways. So to have a space where there are women in my sorority who are first ladies, who are pastors, who are apostles, who are prophets, who I can look up to and who I can also learn and glean from is a true blessing. And so if you are a woman like me, and if life has dealt you some lemons as it pertains to sisterhood and relationships with women, I just want to encourage you today to think about Theta Phi Sigma Christian Sorority Incorporated. Go to theta2009.org, go to our website, read up on us, find out what we're about. And if God would confirm it to you as he confirmed it to me, go ahead and put in your application. And I promise you, on the other side of your process, there will be women that will embrace you, that will love you, that will cry with you, that will pray with you, that will uphold you in your ministry, that will make sure that you have what you need when trials of life come. You will not be alone. I am forever grateful for my sisters. I was blessed with 6 beautiful line sisters to go through my process with. And then after crossing, I came into a graduate chapter full of beautiful women, gifted, anointed, talented, with great leadership. And so I have truly, truly been blessed. And so I share this with you this morning, again, to just say to you that God has done something in me and through me. And now I'm looking for opportunities that I might be a blessing to the community through Theta Phi Sigma Christian Sorority Incorporated. I love all of you. I'm praying for all of you. If you need me, you can call me. To anyone that I may have hurt in the past because I was going through, my own abandonment and rejection issues, please accept my sincere apology. I didn't always know how to be a friend. I didn't always know how to be a sister. But God is healing me and has healed me, and I'm getting much better. I love you all. Have a beautiful day.